Said tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shake.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Snowhawks going up against the Vikings. So with that, let's get up to the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Portland Snowhawks and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The left
looking right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. There. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And here now, the defensive starters.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
They'll come out in the pistol. A second down throw for Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A first down throw for Brissett. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On second down, Brissett again. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brissett now on second down. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Looking for someone to throw to. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Perry in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one taken from the 7. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there. And
that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down deep in their territory. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Flushed out right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This will be taken at the 10. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And the D looking like they may blitz. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And they're going to speed things up here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to... Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Next round. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Brissett sets to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
No good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime mock rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Called a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. Job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. White, none. Black round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. Boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And now here's a carry heading left. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Brissett to throw on first. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Play clock winding down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Brissett on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and short yardage, Brissett firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the end.
And this is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, 48 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he'll bang that one through. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception.